Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. It is was Tuesday morning, and it's just me and Zach today. We got a pretty good bit to cut. We don't have it's not as many as on the list as yesterday, but we don't have as many big cuts, and of course I only have just me and Zach, so we don't have to do as much today as we did yesterday to make the same money. And like I said, you know, yesterday, I'm just trying to get things in. I'm just trying to get things in order so we can get on to the Griffin tree job. I need to get that job out of the way. I would go down there today if it weren't for all these freaking lawns, you know. But this right here, we get this, me and Zach can get this list right here done today. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 8 on here. If we can get these 8 done today, then, and it's about $700. So, we got a 140 in here, a 120 in here, and then a couple of 80s and a couple of 100s. Yeah, it's not, you know, too much for me and Zach to do. One thing I have noticed though, like with yesterday, you know, last year, you know, we had a lot of problems, as all you guys know, me included. And I had a lot of problems with the guys coming to work and the guys being in the right headspace. So let's talk about the right headspace for a minute. You know, it's very apparent to me that we're able to do so much more this year with the same help, the same equipment, the same routes, the same customers. But yesterday, we overcame a lot, and it was still got home at like 2:30. So the only thing I can really put my finger on is that we're much more efficient. And the reason why we're much more efficient is because everybody's in better headspace. We even had a new guy out here that never even been on any of these properties, that has very little experience at all. We even had a guy out here, and we were still able to get everything done very quickly. And my frustration level wasn't up. And, you know, it just shows you that when you're in the right headspace and you're getting enough sleep and you're thinking about the things that you need to be thinking about, if you're me or guys that are working for me and they're not staying up all night and I'm not, you know, and they're not on my nerves, how much more work we can get done and it'd be a lot more joyful. See, there was a point in time last year where I was so frustrated that, I mean, I was ready just to freaking pull my hair out. But you know, we have to persevere to be self-employed. You have to go through these things in order to come out on the other side and be better. It's all about being better, you know. And yesterday was a testament to, well, being better. I mean, yesterday was just a freaking awesome day. And we had some setbacks. We had one mower, you know, a big stick got hung up on one of the pulleys on one of the X marks, on the hydro pulleys. And that's a bad thing about doing some of the properties that I do. Though they're lucrative, if you don't watch what you're doing, you can really screw something up. But yesterday we had the rain issue. We sat in the truck over there on that first job, probably 20 minutes, you know, 3 guys, 2 trucks. And then we had a mower go down on us over there at the bamboo site, where me and the new guy we spent 20 minutes getting it back to the trailer, you know, because if the hydro belt pulley disintegrates, there's nothing you can do. So we had those two obstacles, you know, come up, and we overcame them and still got everything on the list done. And that is just, you know, good news, right? Because that makes it where I want to do more, you know. Like, for instance, I came home, I ate my Sammy, and then I was, you know, under the lawnmower fixing that lawnmower. And the pulley that I needed, I had one here from, you know, where years ago I have, you know, flipped mowers, and I bought a lot of things, you know, from that I thought I needed and I didn't really need, and then, you know, so I just, you know, I don't throw nothing away like that. So I had a brand new pulley sitting in a toolbox here where I keep a lot of the stuff, you know, little stuff for the Exmark mowers, because I run all the same mowers. I think one time years ago I thought that I needed a pulley for the Exmark, one of the Exmarks, and, you know, for the hydro pulley, and only to find out that it was something else. So I didn't install that new hydro pulley, and so I just threw it in the toolbox. I marked it and threw it in the toolbox, and I thought that I had one. I wasn't sure. When I came home yesterday afternoon, I went right to where it was, and I pulled that pulley out, and I looked at the part number on it, and I Googled it, and well, I went to partstree.com like I told y'all the other day, and I saw that I have this pulley that is for the exact pulley I needed. So I spent another, you know, 45 minutes, you know, under that mower, pulling the old pulley off, putting the new pulley on, putting the belt back on, and getting the mower going. See, if I wasn't motivated and feeling good, and I had a real stressful day like I used to have with Bo out here, and with all these guys that come out here, you know, half-stepping, and, you know, not sleeping and not eating, not taking care of themselves, and I had a stressful day, then I wouldn't feel like doing anything. My blood pressure would be so high by the time I have a day out here with Bo, that I'm over it, you know. But see, the more efficient we are, the more I want to do, the more I want to generate, the more work I want to create for us, and the more money everybody makes. Because if I create the work, then, you know, everybody's going to make more money. Now, y'all know Zach is my go-to guy this year, and y'all know that I really am putting a lot on Zach, and wanting him to develop and grow and evolve, and, you know, all that. And he's doing really good, I gotta say. He's doing really good. And so mindset is everything, because the equipment's going to do what it does. You know, it doesn't matter how you feel, or, you know, whether you're a sorry individual or a good individual, a sleepy individual, a hungover individual, it doesn't matter. The equipment's going to do what it do, but somebody's got to be running it. And the ones that are running it needs to be in good headspace. And I know we're going to have our guys coming, well, man, I wouldn't let none of these guys run this, and I wouldn't let none of these guys do it. Yeah, you would, and yeah, you do, and yeah, you have. They just ain't told you. Because you're not going to, there's not any Harvard graduates out here working for Ray Ray. Just saying. So, you know, I believe in Zach, and I hope, you know, and I hope that everything continues like it's going. It's very early, and I have my reservations about things, and with my life experiences and all, they are valid. You know, the more money somebody makes, the more likely they're going to screw up something. You know, and I ain't talking about in work. I'm talking about in off the field stuff. It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. You know, how good Zach's going to do. But I know right now that boy is killing it, and you know, I couldn't ask for anything more, right? So, but we haven't been, you know, generating a whole lot of money. I mean, I don't want to say that. We're generating good money, but it takes a minute for everything to start catching up with the guys and what they, and getting everything, all their bills and stuff caught up. And once everything is caught up, and then they start making, $600 a week or whatever, then that, can be not good. Everybody handles, money different, but money is usually the trigger that makes people start acting crazy. And money is the trigger that makes people start getting into vices that they normally wouldn't get into if they didn't have any money, or wasn't making good money, or potential of making good money. So I'm grateful to have Zach out here. So now, so last night, the Lawn Stars did a live, and Shane called me, and I talked on their live for a minute, and I just want to say that, let me get out right here. I just want to say that, despite the videos that I've done with the clapping and all of that, I don't really have anything against anybody. Well, I just don't. I mean, I really don't. I don't wish no harm on nobody, and I got more. Excuse me. And I got more in my head about all that than I should have. And I know for a fact that I overstepped some of the things that I really think, just in anger and in trying to create creative content, and and said things and did things that I regret now. In the moment, I wasn't really thinking, and I don't know. I don't like to live in a world where I have grudges and I have negative energy, right? I like to have positive energy. I like to be positive as I can, and sometimes it's just not possible. But me and the Lawn Stars and Shane over at DLT, I don't have a problem with any of them. We did our clapback videos. They did theirs. I did mine. And, we all said our piece. And, at the end of the day, we know that I'm out here trying to make a living. They're out there trying to make a living. Shane's out there trying to make a living. And it really ain't my place to check nobody, right? It's not. I got wrapped up in some of the stuff. I'll admit that. I mean, I'm grown, and for my part in it, the negativity, the clapback, whatever you want to call it, I apologize for my part in it. Not that I can take it back or anything, but I'm grown enough to say, hey man, we're grown, man, and I don't really know these guys, and they don't really know me, and at the end of the day, it's not that important, right? It's certainly not important enough for me to do videos on it. And I'm not saying I won't never do a clap video with somebody. I might, I don't know. But I'm going to try to focus on the things that I am in control of, and try to get my work done and try to grow my business. And I understand that everybody is not trying to do what I'm trying to do. I had a talk with Shane last night. Me and Shane squashed everything that, and it really wasn't anything that he done to me or I done to him. It's just about miscommunicating and stuff, and then things getting blown out of proportion. And a lot of that's on me, and I apologize to Shane, and now I'm apologizing to Brando and Mo, and and that's it. I just don't want to have a bunch of negative energy around me, and I don't want to be thinking in negative space. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, we're definitely going to be cutting this one today too. Okay, so I'm doing 5 things at one time. Okay, so I got Zach started over here at one of the push cuts. We got 2 push cuts we're going to do today. Well, we need to push more for 2 of them. I'm still waiting on word from the dealer, the Bobcat dealer, and that's why we got 2 trucks out here today. So in case I get a call, I can go home, grab the Bobcat trailer, and I can go on and get the Bobcat back. Because I'm ready to get it back home, and where I can start plotting what we're gonna do with it and everything. A couple guys came in the comments and was saying, you know, that fan might not have even been leaking. And I thought about that, y'all. I really did, you know. And that's the kind of thing that if you're me and anybody that's in business like I am, and you put a machine in the shop, and that you have to watch out for, you know, because it would not surprise me one bit if the oil leak was an oil leak and it just got all over the fan, and they, you know, thought it was the fan leaking. I would like for them to be able to, I'm gonna try to get the old fan. I want the old fan. So if I'm buying a new fan, I want the old one, and I'm gonna try to get it, you know, because you never know. I want all parts that get replaced on the skid steer, because you never know, something might happen where you can damn pull a part off of this and save yourself, you know, 3 weeks of downtime and $1,000 or whatever, right? So yeah. Hey y'all, so this is the job that we did the mulch at. Y'all can see. Pushed this one a couple weeks ago, so everything looking good over here. See, I love the way this one looks because of the beds. See how neat it all is? I wish all of them was neat like that. See, these people get all these overgrown bushes at their house and everything, and it's just yeah, y'all see. Yeah. All right. So I'm pulling up on this one. I'm gonna do it solo real quick. Today I'm charging them 75, but it's a normal 60. This is a 60. It's real tiny. I can do it in about 15 minutes. And it doesn't really, you know, to have 2 people over here, really, it doesn't even make sense. Just kind of show y'all. That's it right there. And I'm not gonna get no footage over here because I gotta hurry up and get on over to the next one. So yeah. This property is, and you see the one that Zach's on, it's just as big in the back too. See, it would be hard to do these type of properties and not have a lot of equipment. These properties generate good money. Here comes the Zach attack. So y'all can see on this one, the Bermuda is just starting to take in. The Skag cuts it really good, leaving nice little stripes, but it's still early. And you can definitely tell that these people have fertilized yard. There's not hardly any weeds in it, and the grass is coming in pretty good. But yeah, these are two big properties that we do. Okay, I'm gonna do this one more, and that'll be 5 that I did solo today. And I'm not tired or nothing, man. So that's pretty good. And Zach's doing that big one by himself. That's like 2. And then we both worked on the 2 great big ones over there that I got the footage for. But you know, at the end of the day, me and Zach can do a lot, man, without a whole lot of fanfare, right? Because, well, at the end of the day, he knows what the properties are, and he knows what the customers want. So, you know, hell no. Alright, y'all, pulling up to this one. Peace out. Y'all, that's a wrap, man. It's a wrap on the day, and we're killing it, man. So I'm looking at this job, and I pulled up in this driveway of the customer, and it's a Bobcat job, and you see there's no place to turn around, and look how far back I gotta back up. So I'm gonna put the camera on the tail of the trailer.